What do you need stubby coolers for?
I'm having children.
Oh, good one.
G'day you cheeky dogs. Today we're going to be talking about who is the mother of this little healer from the BLUEY episode Surprise.
Oh no.
And yes, I know the debate has mostly been about who is the father of this kid. Like, I already made a whole video about it when the episode first came out, but I thought it was obviously Bluey's, but it turns out a lot of people on the internet think that no, it's not Bluey's and that maybe it's Bingo's. Or even Brandy's, which doesn't work out at all with the timeline.
I've had another baby.
Jeez, Raya, you're pumping these things out.
But I want to talk about the idea that maybe this is Bingo's kid, give you guys the evidence for it, the evidence against it, and then let you know my opinion at the end. But I want to know your opinion as well, so make sure you leave a comment down below telling me who you think is the mother of this little kid. And while you're down there as well, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other BLUEY videos.
Got it?
Got it.
So let's start with all the evidence for Bingo being the future mother of this child. Now, in the actual episode, in the games that they're playing, Bingo, of course, is playing a mother to multiple children. She is there asking her dad to help her with her kids.
Here's Copernicus. You have to get him to sleep.
No worries.
So this could be the first little clue that, yeah, maybe she is the mother of this episode. Now, when we go, of course, to the flash forward scene, we don't see Bingo. We only see the grown-up version of her in the photos where she's gone traveling, but she doesn't have any grey hairs in that, unlike BLUEY, who has grey hair, so we're assuming there's a time jump even from that grown-up picture. But Bingo is already at the house. Chili says this.
Come on, Bingo's out the back.
So perhaps Bingo arrived with her child, and that's why Bandit and Chili don't say anything to BLUEY about, hey, where's your kid, or anything like that, because they're not expecting her to come with a child because the child is Bingo's. And when you do a side-by-side of them, you can see some little similarities, like they both have a lighter end of their tails, and they both have lighter noses. Bingo is a red healer, however, she can still have a blue healer puppy. These are just their colors, not their actual breed, which is cattle dogs. So, for example, Chili, who of course is a red healer, gave birth to BLUEY, who is a full blue healer.
Oh, that's my girl. Ah!
Hang on, where was I?
You weren't born yet, sweetheart.
Ooh, I was invisible.
So that could explain some of like the color differences as well with this pup. And of course, we don't know who the dad is, so again, that could have a big influence into what type of breed this dog is. And to be honest, that's really kind of all the evidence for it, because the evidence against it, in my opinion, I think stacks up to say that Bingo is not the mum.
Look, I have more children. Can you get Copernicus to sleep and teach Dellarina to ride a bike?
Mostly because it just doesn't work with the theme of this whole episode. Because the episode is about BLUEY trying to figure out what it's like to have kids or what it's like to be a parent.
Will I have children when I grow up?
Maybe. Depends if you want them. BLUEY, that's what having kids is like.
And there's just a lot of things that like line up between BLUEY and this child. Like they both have a ball blaster.
Hello? Huh? Uh-oh. Hello? Huh. No one. That's weird. Oh no.
They both, of course, do the doorbell gag as well, which, point of fact as well, that already happened in the very first ever episode of BLUEY, which is The Weekend. And even though it's technically episode number 6, it was actually the first pilot episode that Ludo Studios made, and the first time we saw the doorbell gag.
Oh, someone's at the door. Hello. Oh, what? That's strange. I thought someone rang the doorbell.
And yes, while Bingo is the one who's like underneath the doorbell in a very similar position to this future healer child, BLUEY is the one who actually does the gag. She's the one that sets it up. She's the one that does it again because Bingo can't reach. She's the one that's doing it. And I think there's just something really beautiful about the fact that this was the first episode of BLUEY and it's matching up with possibly the last ever episode of BLUEY with that doorbell gag again. Yes, the whole idea of like what's happening with season 4, I'm gonna have a video out about that this weekend. Now, of course, as for the coloring, BLUEY is a blue healer and this dog also has some blue in it with the yellow inner ears, just like BLUEY does as well. And even though it does have some similarities to Bingo, we should also remember the fact that Chili says that Bingo looks a lot like Brandy because yeah, they're both red healers and they have some similar markings. The exact same thing could have happened with BLUEY. Perhaps she also had a child that also slightly resembles her aunt, which is Aunt Bingo.
Who do I look like?
You look just like you.
But then that still leaves the question of like, why did Chili and Bandit not ask where this child was when BLUEY came to the house?
BLUEY, what a lovely surprise. Bandit! I just thought I'd pop by. It's so good to see you. Come in?
Or even ask, how's the kids? Or where's your little one? Or anything like that. I think the answer is in the title of this episode.
This episode of BLUEY is called Surprise! Surprise!
I honestly think that BLUEY probably helped set up this joke with her child so that she could surprise her father, or the child could surprise its grandfather. And of course, that would completely spoil the surprise if she told her mum or dad, be like, oh, hey, my child's just around there, or hey, my child's over here, or something like that. She could have easily just gone to her parents' place without her child. Maybe that's a common thing. Or perhaps it was a day when like normally her child is in daycare or preschool or school or something like that. So yeah, of course they wouldn't ask. Or something which I love even more is that maybe like there was a point where like BLUEY was telling Chili like, this is what's going to happen, don't tell Bandit, and that's what happened. But yeah, as for my opinion, I honestly do think that it is BLUEY's child. I think the whole episode set it up to be BLUEY's child, and of course we don't know who the father is. And all of the social medias from like BLUEY and ABC Australia and Disney have really been amping up this whole thing of like, who's the dad? Which one is it? However, Disney did put out the question of who's the mum, so obviously they're following along with this idea as well of maybe the mum is even up for debate. But cheeky dogs, let me know in that comment section down below, who do you think is the mother of this little pup? I would love to know all your thoughts and feelings about it. And like I said, while you're there, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other BLUEY themed videos. But until then, I have picked your cheeky dogs out a few other videos that maybe you would like to watch, and I'll see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!